Hello, beautiful stars out there, earth, air, fire, and water. I hope everyone has been staying prayed up, blessed up, and doing what you do best. You know how we do it over here. It's a beautiful, 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 nice night out here in Rainchildz.
Tranquil.
Kornerz. And I just hope you all continue to do no other than what? Have it. And staying on those paths. And how's everyone been doing? Give me 1 second. Hope everyone has been doing okay. I am here to do a nice little reading before I take off. And give me 1 second. So I'm gonna go on ahead and get some of these messages out. And this particular message, it has a lot to do with basically judging a book. Judging a book by its cover, okay? And that's what she said. This, I'll show you if you can see this. Let me try to make it clear. She said book before I even said it. Judging a book by its cover. And B-O-O-K, it's right here. All right. And this is it looks scary, because I got the little skull right there, but it's called a spirit talker. I'm familiar with the spirit boxes and stuff like that, and I'm just now incorporating these into my readings because like I said before, and I've probably been saying that for about 2 years. I basically pinpointed a whole bunch of places, and I'm going to be going out. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I need to do, to help, help lost ones, lost souls, and stuff like that. Okay, but anyway, judging a book by its cover. Some people will judge you for how you speak, your dialect, your intellect. You know what I'm saying? But that does not mean just because you speak, a certain way, or, whatever kind of accent you might use, even if you're just playing. If we can't, make things fun, comical, and laugh about a couple, a few things. I mean, come on now. It's not that serious, when it comes down to these readings and helping people and stuff like that, yes, it gets intense and it gets serious. But, you can always make it.
Don't turn this off.
She said, don't turn it off, Chad. Oh, I'm not, babe. Can lighten the loads. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to necessarily be that serious. And for someone to sit up here and judge you, and try to come for you and tell you that, just the way you talk and the way you were raised, the way your life is, and how you handle things, and as far as your background, your lineage, and what it is that you have within yourself, and the way you do your things, or whatever the case may be, that does not mean you do not know what you're you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes from a person who you once hung out with. You know what I'm saying? A person, because listen, this is a little story time right here. There was a person that I, used to hang out with or whatever. And every time I turned around, them up, give me a reading, give me a reading, give me a reading. Always wanting readings. But then, go behind your back and be talking mess about you and be saying, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're doing. And this and that and the other. But yet they want free readings from me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because, I don't even charge for my readings. And I don't do any, readings online for anybody. Not at the present moment. I do not. I don't offer free readings. I don't contact people online. None of that. You know what I'm saying? I do what I have to do right here, for the time being and stuff. If people want questions, ask me something, about herbs or whatever the case may be, needing some type of healing remedy, helps or whatever, I can direct you to the people. Carol, if anybody knows somebody by the name of Carol, if it resonates with you, that's the name. It might be someone that might be here because you're possibly watching this reading, or they knew you was going to be watching this reading. And her name is Carol. Okay, but like I was saying, people will be coming to you for all kind of different reasons and different, just whatever. They'll come to you and they'll want you to do them free readings and stuff like that, and then they'll go back behind your back and talk about you. And Wait a minute, I got off subject. Yeah, like I was saying, yeah, I can direct you to the people, you know, who actually do, you know, those type of, you know, healing works or whatever kind of work you might need. You know, say for instance, if you're asking me about, you know, a certain herb or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And you know, if I know what the herb does, and then I'm going to ask you, you know, what do you want to do with the herb? And then you tell me, and then I can be like, well,
I protect this place.
Okay. She says she protects this place, or he says he protects this place. This place is protected. Yes, it's protected by God Almighty, and possibly your place is being protected too right now. But yeah, and I would, like I was saying before I got cut off, if you happen to need, you know, like any kind of help with anything, you know, I'll answer questions, and I will direct you to the right person. That's what I meant to say, you know, about any kind of herbs or anything or whatever you might want to know. You know what I'm saying? If I can help you, I'll help you, you know, but I do not offer any readings right now at this time. You know what I'm saying? No online readings. But yeah, you just don't never, you know, you don't judge a book by its cover. You know, people make mistakes. You know, everybody's human. You know, everybody don't do everything perfectly. You know, it's the ones that will actually come back and will correct themselves. That's the ones that you should know that is genuine. You know what I'm saying? The ones who don't correct themselves and think it's going to seep through the cracks and not ever be noticed. You know, yeah, like she was saying, evidence. You know, when it comes to evidence, you know, and
we hear you.
Yeah, they hear me. Yeah. You know, like when people let things seep through the cracks. You know, sometimes they won't even come back and correct it. They'll be like, oh, they didn't notice. Oh, they're dumb. You know, no. You got to correct these things because you got to correct these things because if you know, don't correct things, then you're going to basically you're doing false teachings. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. It's one thing to lead somebody astray and lead them in the wrong direction, you know, versus a person, you know, who's going to, you know, lead you in the right direction. You know, for your highest good, not for the you know, the dark mess or whatever, you know, teaching people how to do love spells and stuff. And hell, you know, I'm sorry. I don't do stuff like that because that is manipulation. Love spells is manipulation. Teaching somebody how to get back at somebody or whatever the case may be. Now, you know, different cultures, you know, they teach different practices, and that is their culture, and that's how they do. You know, some of them believe in an eye for an eye. You know what I'm saying? And if that's your culture and that's what you do and that's how you were raised, then that's your business. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I don't teach those things. I don't, you know, I just don't. I don't do any kind of get back because I already know.
Expose.
I don't do any kind of get back because what I do, I basically pray to the Most High, to God Almighty, you know, my ancestors or whatever. If I happen to call judgment, I'll call judgment. And that has nothing to do with me because I'm not, you know, out here doing anything to harm and hurt people. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to uplift people and help people to show them that what they have within themselves, they can do whatever it is they need to do. You know, you can do what it is that you need to do. It ain't easy. You know, it ain't even easy for, you know, the most powerful people out there. They still have some things that they have to clear up within themselves, you know, to be able to do things that they really want to do. You know what I'm saying? Everything just don't happen overnight too, and that's one thing because everybody expect it to happen overnight. It don't work that way. It do not work that way. You know, it's always divine timing and order. You know what I'm saying? But
it must be approved by God the Most High and have discipline on what you are doing.
Oh yeah, and it's another thing. It's the believing. You have to believe. You have to know, you know, what it is that you're trying to manifest, what it is that you're working on, what it is that you need help with.
I'm walking around.
What it is that you need help with to uplift yourself. You know what I'm saying? To help yourself elevate, you know, to be, to vibrate high. You know what I'm saying? There's all kind of helps and stuff online. You know, there's vibrational things online, you know, there's music online, you know, to uplift you. You can clap your hands, you know what I'm saying, help ground yourself. Rub your hands together, you know what I'm saying, go outside, walk around barefooted, you know the deal. Get out there in the sun, the whole nine. All those things help, and they help, you know, elevate you and, you know, get you to where you need to be, you know, as far as being able to, you know, do any kind of workings and stuff that you want to do to help yourself and help, you know, elevate. But yeah, never judge a book by its cover, because you never know what one person can help you with. Everybody's not going to have the same type of help. You know, I have a whole bunch of different cultures, you know, within me. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, I embrace them. I embrace them. You know,
Vincent.
there's somebody named Vincent. If you know somebody named Vincent, or somebody with a name that starts with a V that resonates with you, and it's a man here named Vincent, okay? And they possibly might be walking around your home, if that's someone, you know, that you may know that might be in your family, lineage, whatever the case may be. Okay. And so I'm going to pull a couple of cards, and I'm going to get a message out.
Gentleness.
Gentleness. Something dealing with gentleness. And yes, I'm going to do this reading gentle, and I am gentle. Okay. But yeah, you know, people talk mess about whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you talk a certain way, walk a certain way, look a certain way, oh, there's something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to make everybody in this world happy, because you ain't for everybody, okay? You know, I know someone had said something to me about my little country accent, or whatever the case may be. I just thought that was hilarious, because, you know, I'm from New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? They call it Jersey, but I don't even have my New Jersey accent anymore, because I moved to South Carolina, you know, very, very young. But, you know, maybe I do have a little country accent, but I know I do have my play country accent. Okay. But really, yeah, I'm from New Jersey, honey. I'm not a country girl, and there's nothing wrong with being a country girl, because I was born, you know, I mean, I was raised.
That was her.
I was raised in South Carolina. They said that was her. Who was her? All right, nothing but the highest light, God Almighty, archangels, ancestors, evils never welcome here. Thank you. Let me go on ahead and clear any kind of negative energy on your behalf and mine. And let me not forget to clear communication. All right, thank you. And I've already cleansed my hands. Okay. Two themes. What is it that we need to know? There's one. You heard what? Look, man. Okay, this is how it works. Me and Electronics, when they said that was her, you heard it earlier. If you can see it, that was her. Okay?
Illegal.
Something dealing with a female, and something dealing with something illegal. And here's the woman card that just came out. Okay? So I'm going to put that up here. Might have to do a part 2. And what else? That was her, woman illegal. Okay. Possibly someone below. Okay. Gotcha. So maybe it's someone who lives below you, or someone who lives down the hill from you. I got 2 cards out here. I guess I'll take them. Well, no, I'm not going to take them, because it was 2. I only need 1 spirit, thank you. Let me get 1 card, please. One card. Oh no, there's way too many, y'all. Let's see. 1 card, spirit, to go with this theme. Okay, let's see. Alright, letter. Alright. So we have below, illegal. That was her, below. I mean, that was her, legal, and below. And then we have woman and letter. So it's got something to do with something illegal, and something to deal with a letter and a woman.
Accident.
Okay? Some type of accident. All right? Maybe someone stole your mail. You know what I'm saying? You take what applies, you live the rest. I don't know your life. You know what I'm saying? These are just some extra messages that's coming through on the spirit talker. But yeah, it's something dealing with letter and a woman. And like I was talking about earlier, you know, people be judging books by its cover. You know what I'm saying? Possibly it was some type of woman that was trying to judge you. Yeah. They're saying hear us. Yeah, so it was some type of woman that was trying to judge you. You know what I'm saying? And by the word, you know, letter, because you know letters travel. You know what I'm saying? So basically how I'm looking at this right here is, you know, when the letters travel, you know, it's mail. So mail is what? Communication. You know, like air. You know what I'm saying? Could be a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, since it's air. You know, air, mail. You know what I'm saying? Communication. Somebody spreading something. You know what I'm saying? Mail. Okay? Yeah, some type of resentment. Can you see that? The Seth is some type of resentment someone's having. What else? You know, possibly over some type of prosperity. If it has anything to do with prosperity, you know, prosperity could be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be money. Prosperity can be, you know, you having longevity, you having, you know, youthful qualities about yourself, you being prosperous in the gifts that you know, which you have within yourself. You know, prosperity comes in all kind of different forms. You know, it's however you look at it. And it can be money. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's very resentful. And then they're saying again, she scares me. This came up last night. So someone's scared of this person, this woman, you know, who's been spreading these words. Ain't no telling what else they've been doing. Whoops, that just fell out my hand. No, that, okay. What else? Yeah, so somebody's very resentful about some type of prosperity. It's a woman. And with this letter, it's been dealing with letters. Oh, shit. Okay, so we got 3 out. So I'm going to take these.
They blamed me.
Okay, so if somebody was here and said, she scares me, and then it said they blamed me. So someone was possibly blamed for what this woman right here did. Somebody spreading stuff, and then they're blaming somebody else. But what Spirit is telling you here, you know, yes, it caused a lot of, you know, devastation. You know what I'm saying? People were devastated by this. You know, possibly the person who it affected, they were devastated by it. You know what I'm saying? And possibly, you know, they're very resentful. You know what I'm saying? Because really what it is,
different.
They're mad because you're different. You know what I'm saying? And they're what? They're ordinary. You see that?
Jones.
Yeah, and they want to keep up with the Joneses, child. They want to be like you. You're authentic. They are not. Because you went through a big, giant transformation. You know, you went through a big transformation. You transformed yourself. You grew. You healed. And you're still healing. You're still growing. And they don't like that. Yeah, you went within. You know what I'm saying? You meditated. And they're also telling you, you know, some of you all need to go within and meditate some more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you went within. You meditated. You know what I'm saying about the whole situation. But just know that all this right here, you know, things like this will always come out. And it's going to continue to come out until everything is just revealed like an open book, like they was talking about earlier. The book. Never judging a book by its cover, because the book is going to be open and it's going to reveal. It's never going to be concealed. not for long. You know, in this day and age right now, we're in the age of Aquarius. You know, things are going to be revealed. You know what I'm saying? So if you're out here messing with people, hurting people, trying to stop people from elevating, what's going to happen? You're going to be the one that's going to be exposed. You, whoever starts it, and knowing that they have all these skeletons in their closet, and you know they be doing the most, and they just be, you know, not living in the right way. And they're telling you to be careful in here.
Stopping others do their divine work or stopping others to elevate will only stop you and have you stuck.
And, you know, you're not living in the right, you know, frequency and stuff like that. You literally have to be careful in here, like they were saying. You have to be careful when you start walking into other people's lives and other people's dimensions and other people's, you know, frequencies, when they're vibing high and they're actually doing the work and they're really working on themselves. Yes, we get out of pocket sometimes. Yes, we might do what we do. You know what I'm saying? And yes, we will make mistakes, like I always say. But that don't mean all those, you know, years and years and years of work that you did on yourself for 8, 9, 10 years. That don't mean all that's just gone down the drain. No, you pick your little self up. You know what I'm saying? By your collar. Jacked up by your collar, by spirit. Shake it off and proceed and clean up your act. That's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? But when you're just constantly walking that ugly, narrow, gross, disgusting path of pointing fingers at everybody, hurting everybody, and you're not working on yourself and you're worried about everybody else.
So don't get it twisted. Being around a person that drink alcohol and you decide to overindulge won't forfeit your work, but you will be warned to fix your behavior, and some it might even cause a delay to go with
because
them.
you're going to be exposed.
God will never just let you go cause you make mistakes, not habits.
The light will just be shining on you. You can't go around messing with folks. You know, you just can't do that in this time and age. You know, it's just not flying like that anymore. But the last thing they said was cabin. Maybe some of you all might be going on a cabin trip or somewhere like that. And then maybe you have to be careful when you go to this cabin. You know what I'm saying? When you go out and travel, you know, bring all your stuff with you, you know, as far as your cleansing materials and everything. And always cleanse when you go on trips and stuff. You know, that's one thing. You know, possibly somebody might be on a trip right now in a cabin, or yeah, I think they're letting you know, something about a cabin. But I love each and every one of you guys, and I will be back for part 2. This is part 1 about judging book by its cover, and we will dig.
I'm a friend.
We will dig into, you know, these messages. I'm going to really dig into this, and we're going to try to get down all the way down to the nitty gritty and see exactly what conspired here. You know what I'm saying? The cause and effect, whatever the case may be. But they just said, I'm a friend. So there's a friend here. And then possibly you have beautiful friends all around you. You know what I'm saying? And I love each and every one of you guys. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for part 2. And y'all stay blessed. This is... I'm going to also leave this on just for a second and see if any more messages come out before I turn it off. Okay? Well, I'll straighten up because I done made a mess.
Phil.
Alright, so the last word we got was Phil. So if you have a friend named Phil, I have a friend named Phil. You know, really nice friend. He's very talented too. Little young cat. He does music, and I think my brother had done a beat for him, and been knowing him for a little while. He's cool. Yes. So if you have a friend named Phil, he's letting you know he's your friend, and he's either around you, or spirit or God or somebody is letting you know that you have a friend named Phil. Okay? So I love you all. Deuces. Mwah.